Most people are letting their fear side run their lives and they don't even know it. Is that you? Look, here's the deal. We all have two senses of self. We have our fear side and we have our authentic side. Now, most of my folks, when I start working with them, they're not so aware about their authentic side. Their fear side, yeah, they're pretty aware that that's rolling, but they don't quite know what it is. So I'm here to teach you what's happening when your fear side is driving. Here's 5 signs that you know your fear side is driving. You're in a shame, blame, criticism spiral. You are shaming yourself. You're blaming yourself. You're critical of yourself. The self-talk is negative. You're beating yourself down. Super aggressive internally, and then also probably externally. You're probably in some type of fight response. Yeah. Being antagonistic, being sarcastic, being aggressive. Yeah. So that's one way we know our fear side is driving. Our insecure self is in there rolling with shame, blame, criticism. All good stuff in there. No. 2, you're conflict avoidant, people pleasing. Right? Do you run into this? A lot of my folks do this. At all costs, they are trying to avoid conflict and people please. They kind of go into a fawning response. It's all about the other person, keeping the other person happy, as if I have control over that. I don't. And I think I do. All right, so I'll people please, whatever you want, whatever you need. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it. You're right. Right? It's all about that. And conflict avoidant. I am not going to share my voice. I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to shrink. I'm going to stay real small and quiet. Yeah, because I want to avoid conflict and I really want to people please. 3, you take the blame for everything. Is that you? Yeah. A lot of my folks, they'll take the blame. It's the easier way out, right? Because then again, I can keep you happy. I'm fearful. So I don't want to take up a lot of space. I want to keep you happy. The easiest way is to take the blame, take the responsibility for whatever happened, all of it, whatever happened. But see what happens when I do? I keep getting smaller and smaller and feeling worse and worse about myself. Yeah. 5, exactly what I just showed you. I just keep shrinking to keep the peace, right? Whatever it takes to shrink me so that you can take up more space so we avoid that conflict. Ultimately, here's the thing. My fear side driving, I'm trying to avoid upsetting you because of fear of abandonment. When it all comes down to it, most of us are fearful of being abandoned. We don't think we're enough or we think we're too much. So our fear side is real activated and is driving. And is trying to keep you happy to avoid any kind of conflict. All right, so we're pretty aware when our fear side's driving, right? Shame, blame, criticism spiral. We over-explain. We justify everything. We take the blame for everything. We're conflict avoidant, people pleasing. Okay, so we're pretty aware of the 5 signs or so that we know our fear side is driving. Good. And now we want to make the transition to getting to our authentic side. Right. So how do I go from here to here? I'll tell you. I have a 1, 2, 3 process that I'm going to teach you and we're going to use over and over to help us get out of stinking thinking into nice, grounded, centered, curious, empathetic, validating, joyful, present, mindful. All of that lives in your authentic side. So there's good things to come. Good. So awareness, acceptance without judgment and with compassion, and choice. Is that working for me or working me? right? So we start witnessing our thoughts so we can be aware when some of those 5 signs are happening. So we're aware that our fear side is driving. We move into acceptance without judgment and with compassion. This is key. We've really learned to show up to our fears with acceptance, with compassion, instead of shame, blame, criticism, beating ourselves down for whatever we're fearful of. Inevitably, our fears make sense. They might not be rational, reasonable. They might not take me to higher quality of life, these 5 signs that my fear side is driving. And they probably make sense that they're there. So we show up with compassion for them. We learn, it's a learned skill. We're more and more in our body, in our present moment through our breath. It's also signs that our authentic side is driving. And then we're moving into choice. Is that working for me or working me? Whatever it is I'm fearful of and how I'm reacting from that fear space, shaming, blaming, criticizing, overgeneralizing, justifying, people-pleasing, conflict avoiding, all that, is that working for me or working me? My guess is it works you, keeps you stuck, keeps you small, keeps you feeling like you're not happy in your own life, right? Because your fear side's driving. No. So that's working me. What works instead? And here's where I learned to show up differently than I did before. And now we're in the land of our authentic. We have ration, reason, decision making. We know time orientation. We have curiosity. We have compassion. We have empathy. We have joy. I could go on and on. Mindfulness, present moment awareness, nervous system regulation. There's so much goodness that lives in the land of the authentic side. Right. So, next time you become aware of one of these 5 signs that your fear side is driving, just take a pause and ask yourself, what do you want to do instead? Who's driving?